Hey Hailey, why is it March and 32 degrees out and you're wearing a... This is not an outfit for this weather. But the reason I'm wearing this type of outfit is because in today's video, I'm going to be talking about all of my tattoos. Now, this has been a really requested video for me because, as you can tell, and as other people have noticed, I have a lot of tattoos. And I currently did a poll on my Instagram asking if you wanted to see a video about my tattoos or a video of my corgi picking out my makeup. And it's been really close all day, but right now, as of the time I'm filming, as of 10-11 at night, it's 54% on my tattoo videos and 46% on my corgi video. So I will do that corgi video. It's just not going to be right now because right now I'm filming my tattoo video. So you asked for it and here it is. Now I think I'm gonna go in a chronological order because that's what makes the most sense to me, and that's just what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna try to remember what order I got these in. Disclaimer: if you don't like tattoos, you're not gonna like this video. If you don't like tattoos that don't have a lot of meaning, you also probably won't like this video. They're my tattoos, they're on my body. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. Look at me being manny. I'm sorry, I literally hate myself so much. But like, for real though, like, if you don't like tattoos, you're not gonna like this. So like, I don't need your... Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you don't like tattoos, or you don't like my tattoos, or you think my tattoos should have been done a certain way, they're already on my body. There's nothing I can do about it now. So like, you don't need to leave mean comments. Like, I love my tattoos. I pride myself in my tattoos. I don't, I pay for the quality. If you think I pay too much, that's fine, you can think that, but I pay for my quality. A lot of people, I'm not saying this to offend anyone, most people that I speak to that say, oh well, you're being charged too much, and then show me their tattoos, most of the time their tattoos aren't good. Now, I'm not saying if you don't pay this much for tattoos, your tattoos aren't good. Not saying that, not at all. I'm just saying where I go, I know how much I spend, is like how much I spend because I like my tattoos. I like my tattoo artist. I think she does a wonderful job, so I go there. Now, there are many tattoo artists who charge way more than what I have to pay, so like, if you think I pay too much, then like, don't worry about it. It's my money. Anyway, yeah, if you don't like tattoos, why are you here? If you don't like tattoos that have no meaning, there's a couple tattoos on me you might not like. But yeah, so let's do it. I hate myself, I'm so sorry. So my first tattoo was a wolf on my... Right here, I have a wolf on my thigh. I'm too short. Right here, I have a wolf on my thigh. Oh no, you can see my trash. Don't look at that. I have a wolf on my thigh. This was my first tattoo. I got this. I got that tattoo when I was 17 at a studio. I will link all the studios and stuff that I went to like down below. The tattoo artist who did this tattoo is named Robbie. He did a really good job. This tattoo parlor was in Indiana, and it was a ways from where I lived, but that's what I got for my first tattoo. This guy ran me about $150, I believe. I think it took about like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I don't exactly remember because that was like a long time ago. It's been a while since I was 17, but that's how long that one took. And I would say this was one of my easier tattoos. I would say it was like a 3 out of 10, approximately, about a 3 out of 10. It was pretty easy, pretty painless. The most it hurt was kind of going up higher on my leg and then closer in on my leg. That's kind of where most of the pain was, but other than that, it was pretty easy. And like, even though it was like my first tattoo, I didn't think it was that bad like at the time, so that's that one. Then the second and third one, I don't remember what order I got these in, so like, yeah, we're just gonna, whatever. I have this one on my side here. It just says, "It is finished," in this like font that I chose. Now this one had like a biblical meaning to it, and I'm not so much like into that now. But yeah, I mean, whatever. I don't really have good like thoughts about this tattoo just because of like the shop that I went to. I'm not gonna link the shop below or talk about like who did it, because I had a lot of issues with this tattoo parlor and the people there. It wasn't necessarily the guy who actually did my tattoo, but it was the people at the other people who worked at the shop. They they treated me very badly, and I would not recommend going there. And "It is finished" was basically the last words Jesus said as he died on the cross, and that kind of had a lot of like meaning to it. But I kind of thought this tattoo is like him saying like "it is finished" was like a cry of like victory, and like it was more like a sign of like we have won, because you know he came alive again and he completed what he was like on earth to do. I'm just gonna read you this quote that I had found that works better with it, because like I'm just like not about it that much anymore. So yeah, I just like don't have that deep sentimental meaning that it used to mean to me. But Jesus said, "It is the quote was John 19:30. Jesus said, "It is finished," then bowing his head, he gave up his spirit. And the quote, "These last words are seen as a cry of victory, not dereliction." Jesus had now completed what he came to do. A plan was fulfilled. A salvation was made possible. A love shown. He had taken our place. He had demonstrated both humanity's brokenness and God's love. He had offered himself fully to God as a sacrifice on behalf of humanity. As he died, it was finished. With these words, the noblest person who ever walked on the face of this planet, God in the flesh, breathed his last. Now, not necessarily saying like I regret this tattoo. It's just like it doesn't have like the same deep sentimental meaning that it used to mean to me. But this tattoo took about 15 minutes. It literally took like no time. It was pretty easy. I would say it was like a 4 out of 10 on the pain scale. It was a little worse just because it was kind of like in that area of like the rib cage, but it wasn't like that bad. This ran me about $60. This next one is like the only tattoo I have that I like kind of like regret for a few reasons. First, I'll show you what it is. So it's on the side here, and it's these flowers. Now, one of the reasons I kind of regret this is because it wasn't done very well, but the little arrows here, because of where that is, it kind of lands like on my bra line. So these right here, these little parts have like they've kind of like blurred together, and you know when I first got it, it wasn't like that, but because of where it's at, where my clothes are rubbing it like all of the time, it kind of just got like all messed up there. And I don't really like this tattoo that much anymore, but it's not really that big of a deal to me just because like I don't see it very often, and like it's not that bad. It's just like it kind of bothers me that it's kind of like got whatever, so I'm just like about it. But it's just like those flowers. So I got that. It was about $150. It took, I'd say, about like 2.5 hours. This one hurt. I don't think I sat very well for it, and that one hurt. I'd say it was like a 6 out of 10 or like a 7 out of 10. I just remember being in a lot of pain, and I remember like I just don't think I sat very well. Another problem that I had that day was I hadn't eaten before I had went, so I was like kind of shaky, so that was also kind of like my bad. I have a pretty decent pain tolerance. Most of my tattoos didn't really like bother me, but that one did. Also, I think the guy who did that tattoo was like an apprentice, so yeah, whatever. I'm not too worried about it. And then my next tattoo were these little farm animals here. And I love these little guys, they're so cute. Now, I got these for a few reasons. First, I was a vegetarian for like 12 years, and I've been vegan for almost 2 years now, so I just like love these little animals. They have my heart. And then also I grew up on a farm, so I know it's kind of like counterproductive, but like not like a whatever. I just love animals. Animals are just like my favorite thing in the world, and like I just love animals with all my heart. And I love these little guys. They're super cute. So I got a little chick and a cow and a little pig, and they're pretty cute. And this tattoo, I think it was about $60. It took like 20 minutes. It was like not, didn't take very long. It was pretty easy. It didn't hurt that bad. Like, I don't remember it hurting at all. So yeah, I love these little guys. They're pretty cute. I love seeing them. Anytime I see them, I just like love them. They're just cute. They're cute little guys. So the next tattoo I got was this flower of life here. Now this cost me, I think it was $150. And this literally did not hurt. This tickled me so much. Like, I don't know what the deal was, but this tickled a lot and did not hurt at all. So I'd give this like a 2 out of 10 maybe. Like, it literally just tickled. But flower of life is basically sacred geometry, and if you look into like the meaning of it, there's a lot of super like in-depth meaning about like what the flower of life is. But I actually got this tattoo based off of Bring Me the Horizon's album Sempiternal. Love that album. Love Bring Me the Horizon. I've been a Bring Me the Horizon fan since I was in like 6th grade. Like, I love Bring Me the Horizon. Like, even like back when like Pray for Plagues and like Tell Slater Not to Wash His Dick and like all those good ones, you know what I'm saying? I used to make out with Medusa, like all those, like I love those. Like Diamonds Are Forever, like I could just go on. Like, I love the band. Like, but Sempiternal was just like such a great album, and I also like Flower of Life. I love the meaning behind it, so I got this little Flower of Life here, and it looks, I like this. I just loved the placement of where this went. Like, I think it just looks wonderful. I just like it. I just like it a lot. I don't know. I think it looks good. After that was when okay, so I got this one in Arizona. All the ones before this one I got in Illinois. And then after this one, all the ones I've got have been since I moved to Maryland. So all of these tattoos I got at a shop in Westchester. It's the White Oak Tattoo parlor. I get most of my tattoos from Stefani Stitt, and I'll link her Instagram down below. But she's really good, like black and gray, which I love, obviously. And yeah, this tattoo parlor is a really good parlor if you are interested. It's in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and it's just like a really bomb little tattoo parlor. Gia Rose is there. She was on Ink Master, and like lots of other artists are there. She was the only one on Ink Master, but yeah, it's a really cool shop. Met Gia. She's really, oh, my dog just barked. But yeah, it's just a good time. They have really good artists there. Everyone's wonderful, and I just really like the shop, and I've just gone there since I moved here. So yeah. So the next one I got was my Mother Nature on my arm here. I think she's beautiful. So it's just this lady, and she's got like things incorporated with her as far as like nature. So she's got like a flower crown, there's like a butterfly, her hair turns into like bird feathers, and then she's got like leaves over here, and I just think she's so beautiful. She looks wonderful. One of my favorite parts of this, and I know it's so weird, I love like the feathery brow she has. I don't know, like look, she's so pretty. Let's not knock everything off of my table. I love her so much. She's my Mother Nature, and I got her because I love nature. I'm such like a little like whatever. I don't know, I just love nature, and I love the idea of having like a Mother Nature. She's so cute. And you know, like I said, I'm literally so about like the earth and life, and like I'm such a hippie. Don't mind me. I love animals, I love nature, like all that. So I have my little Mother Nature here. She cost me about, she was like $200. she was $250. She was $250. She cost me $250. I think she took like 2.5 hours. She's beautiful. I love her so much. Then after that, on the back of my arm here, this guy, I have a cactus. It's wonderful. Oh, also this like literally did like not hurt at all. I would say this was like a 3-4 out of 10. It was pretty easy. Same thing with this guy back here. This guy did not hurt. It was pretty easy. I would say it was like a 3-4 out of 10. It was one of the easier ones. But I have Cactus just because like I lived in Arizona for a while, and Arizona just like has my heart. I love Arizona so much, and I can't wait to move back. I'm gonna move back and I'm just gonna spend the rest of my life there. Arizona makes me so happy, and I love like the cactuses and like one thing. Here's the thing. So when I lived in Illinois, right, we had this cactus. It was like a 5-foot tall cactus, and I was like, wow, that's so big. And then I moved to Arizona, and these cactuses are like as big as trees. Like they're huge, and I was like, what is going on here? Just normal, because I mean, like they're huge. It was wonderful. I just love. Anyway. Yeah, that's why I got that. I love Arizona. It has my heart. I mean, I know other places have cactuses, but it just kind of represents like me living there and like me wanting to spend the rest of my life there. It's just a beautiful place. If you ever have the chance to move to Arizona, just like do it, or just like visit Arizona. It's literally so beautiful. Like the scenery is beautiful. Like the weather is my favorite part. My husband would disagree because we moved there in like May. So that's like right when it's getting nice and warm, and I loved it. Don't get me wrong, like I loved it. He did not. He was like dying. He like complained all the time. He's like, I can't even breathe. It's too hot. And I was like, I'm loving this. Like it's literally so wonderful there. But like here's the exact feeling. You step outside of your house, and like you know that feeling when you open like an oven door and like all that like heat hits your face. That's exactly what it feels like going outside. Like I'm not exaggerating. That's the exact feeling, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I'm just telling you, Arizona's beautiful. But you know, like in the winter it's like 70s. It's nice. It's wonderful. Anyway, you don't care. But yeah, that's why I got that. That guy cost me about $300. Now after that, I got a little tiny boy. I got this little peace sign on my foot. This guy. And this guy cost me like $45. Took about 15 minutes. It was not very long. It was yeah. This one hurt a little bit worse. Now, since it only took 15 minutes, it like wasn't that bad, but like I couldn't imagine getting like a big foot tattoo. This guy was like, I'd say like a 6 or 7 out of 10. After that, I got this guy on my arm. I'll show you. This is like a girl with like a flower head watering herself. She's beautiful. And the idea of this is kind of to take care of yourself. That's kind of like the idea. She's like taking care of herself, pouring water on herself because she is flower. Yeah, that's kind of the idea of this. I don't know if you can tell, but I have like from here to like about there's like a scar there that I got covered. Won't go into too much detail about that scar, but you know, it's just like a really good symbolism as far as like taking care of yourself. I've gone pretty much my whole life like doing what others wanted me to do and like not living my life for me, and I kind of got to the point where I was just very unhappy, and I was very unhappy for a very long time, and I just kind of got to the point where it's like I need to live for myself, and I need to you know, take care of myself basically. You know, I need to put my mental health first, and I need to you know, just take care of yourself. That's kind of like the whole idea of it. And you know, like you don't have to live your life for other people, you know. So this is such a great reminder. Every day I look at it and I think it's so beautiful, and I think like I don't have to see that ugly scar anymore, and it's just it's a wonderful, wonderful tattoo. I love it so much. This was a part of Stephanie's Heal Your Heart project. She started this project where you can get like low-cost tattoos for like to cover scars and stuff. It's really wonderful. This guy cost me about $300. Beautiful. Took like 2 hours. I would say this is like a 5 out of 10 because like in general it wasn't bad, but like after a while it like got really irritating, but it wasn't like it hurt a lot. It was just like an annoyance there. So then I got my Audrey Kawasaki piece. This one was terrible. This was like my worst sitting. Like I sat terrible for it. And let me tell you something, if you're on your period for a tattoo, it makes it worse. I like did not believe it, but it makes it worse. I literally was like shaking the whole time. I was like freezing, and I was like in so much pain. Well, also I wasn't in that much pain, like it was, but like it wasn't like, it was like excruciating pain. It was just like my body like couldn't handle it. Like my body was just like, girl, you need to chill. So this is the only tattoo I ever had to take like a break during. But I got this Audrey Kawasaki piece, and I will show like the original painting like here if I can figure out how to do that. If not, I'll link it below. But I got this piece on my thigh, and like I said on my other piece, my other thigh piece, it was like easy. So I went in and I was like, this is gonna be easy, and then I went and got this and I sat so bad. I feel so bad for Stephanie, but she did a great job. But I love this. Turned out wonderful. She did really good. This cost me about $500. It was so worth it. It took about 3 hours because I did sit pretty badly, but she did a great job. And then I got this on my arm. I don't know if you can see that. It says Watson. It's in my grandpa's handwriting. This cost me about $50. Took like 10 minutes. It was like a 1 out of 10. It was like absolutely nothing. It was so easy. But basically, I grew up and I was adopted. If you didn't know, I'm adopted. And I was born with the last name Watson. And I hold that very near and dear to my heart. I don't want to go too in detail with that because I don't want to like offend anybody, but I hold that name very near and dear to my heart, and yeah, I got that. And then my last tattoo is my only color tattoo. I just got this. Now, this one is still healing, so like, don't mind that. So if you see like streaks on it because I have like the lotion on it or like anything like that, or if it looks weird, it is still healing, so like don't mind that. But I got this little VW van, this little hippie van kind of thing. I love this little guy. He's so cute. This was my first color tattoo and I love it so much. Now this is a different artist. This is Jess Baker. I don't remember her name. It's Jessie something. I don't remember her last name, but she did such a good job. I'm gonna start going to her because she has these wonderful color tattoos. I just got this just because I love like the little kind of hippie vans. Like I love them so much. And I grew up like always wanting one. Like I still want one so bad. They're wonderful. And I'm so bad at explaining things, but I just got this guy because I thought he was pretty cute, and I think it turned out really well. It's so colorful, it's so pretty. I want to get more color tattoos now. She did such a fantastic job. Basically, I've kind of gotten to the point where like I just don't care. I'm like, I'll just get whatever I want, and I wanted a VW van bus thing, so I got that. It looks wonderful, and she did a great job, and it's bomb as fuck. Okay guys, so those are all my tattoos. I have 12, and I hope you like them. I mean, if you want more tattoo videos, like let me know. Like I have like, I could do just like tips on going to get tattoos. I can like talk about like if you haven't got a tattoo and you're gonna go in for your first tattoo. If you want like tips or like, I don't know, like if you want more tattoo videos, let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.